Out here flying in the air. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? Let me get everything situated before we get started. Um, I don't want to do that. Go live, Twitch. We're also going to find my phone and we will go live on TikTok as well. So bear with me. Have a bear with me. Why I say that joke all the time. Uh, hit the like button yet. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all you guys for showing up early. It's well, not early, but 64 people that are here. Please hit that like button as soon as you get in. But I'm sort of happy with the decision that I made with the position that I'm talking about, which obviously is Pepe at the moment. Um, Now I'll get into that whole breakdown and all the detail there. I just want to give a shout out to CoinMarketCap for commenting on my CoinMarketCap video. The fact that they commented on it, I was happy about it. Kind of prove like, yeah, these changes are great, and I'm glad that somebody's calling it out. So I appreciate CoinMarketCap for commenting. I pinned their comment on the video, and I was definitely happy about that because it's like a sign of approval, like from the platform that you're reviewing. But yeah, let me go on TikTok really quick, and we're going to go live on there as well. Um, Give me a second. Um, Here we go. Let me clean this, and then we can get into it. We got 92 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. I think we got a good ratio that's happening right now. So thank you guys for showing up this morning. Um, did anybody buy any of the dip for Pepe? I'm not saying that it's definitely you should be buying it. You should always manage your risk the best way possible whenever you're buying a position. And that's what I decided to do. I talked about my overall strategy and what I was going to do. Um, and I'm not so sure what it's going to be, but I always like to take advantage of retracements. It's not about me spending thousands of dollars on a play. I'm not. I don't think I'm going to spend thousands of dollars on this unless we see a decent size, really, really decent size pullback all the way down to like 100 million. And then we could see the further growth of this position. What's exciting to me about this is that when we go into this play and we look at for the last couple of days, we've been seeing billions of dollars that have been going into this. Not just 3 billion on one day, but $1 billion on the next, $1 billion on the next. So seeing that much money that's going into it, flowing out of it, moving left and right, it's something that keeps the popularity going, right? You can see more and more people that are actually buying this, even though it's going down. So you have 106,000 holders within the position. I'm not saying this is the next, big thing, but I always look for times or places to invest. I'm not looking, or I'm not 100% sure if this is going to absolutely skyrocket to a ridiculous level. I'm playing it as though it is any other, cryptocurrency that I see some potential in, right? I'm going to invest some. Now, if you wanted to know how much I invested, we'll definitely get into that in a little bit. These platforms and exchanges watch your videos more than you would think. Yeah, I I noticed that. Obviously, to be able to have that pinned comment, I was just or that comment, I was like, this is great. CoinMarketCap noticed what I said here. Um, let's hit the like button, guys. Show some support. I appreciate that. How you guys feel about Blaze token? I'm hearing burning of SHIB. I've heard some burning of SHIB. I haven't dove into it. I looked at it yesterday a little bit, but I didn't like really dive into it to see everything that was going on. Thank you everybody that's joining on TikTok and everybody that's hitting the double tapping the screen, liking the video. I appreciate that as well. I got my bags packed and shoes tied tight. The dip is still happening. Going to go down a lot more. I wouldn't disagree with you. So my overall plan, right? Buying more. Don't you think we're still buying at the top? Not at the top. Absolutely not at the top. You are still buying at a higher level than what you've seen before, but you're not buying at the top. Now, what did I end up purchasing? You're probably saying, hey, what did you actually buy? If you're saying you buy more, that should be the question. Where did you buy? When did you buy? Did you buy right now? Well, I actually bought lower. I bought down here at these levels. It was I believe a $600 million market cap. Yeah, somewhere around here. Yeah, $600 million market cap. I ended up buying more. I was at a level of like $70 because my overall amount that I bought was up at a $1.1 billion market cap. So I saw this at a level to where it is at a $600 plus million market cap, and I decided to purchase it there. Now we are on a little bit of a rise, creating higher highs and higher lows, which is a good situation, a good scenario where people could be investing in that, retracement, right? Where you see Pepe that increased, all the way up to a 1.6, 1.7 billion dollar market cap. And if you go over to price, you're going to see that how this did create lower highs, lower lows, right? And continued to create lower highs and lower lows. And now you're seeing this level where this may be a little bit of a stronger support level, than anything else that we have seen. And the reason why it's a little bit stronger of a support level. Let me make this a bigger screen. The reason why it's a little bit stronger of a support level is because you're seeing a little bit more strength here, a little bit more consolidation than you would in any other area, right? You see gap filling at these points. You don't know if it's strong at this area. Even though you're seeing some consolidation here, it was not proven that it was strong at this area, right? It's just pretty much filling that gap. And we created a lower high, created a lower low again, and now you're seeing a little bit of a consolidation. Now I'm with you, thinking that we may not be done seeing the overall fall of the position, because as we look into this, we look over the last month or so, we're still not at a solid consolidation point. I feel like these levels right here, breaking down to almost an added zero at these levels, that would be a point to where you can see a major like support level for these resistances here. And this overall consolidation zone would be a place where we can see a major resistance point. But I decided to invest a little bit. Now, again, how much did I invest? It wasn't something where I'm putting everything in or I went all in. Now, if I went all in, I would tell you if I went all in, but I did not. What I did was, if we go over to crypto.com, or sorry, not crypto.com, KuCoin, I now have $107, which is around the amount that I had before. But you're noticing that I have 20 million more coins. And the reason why I have 20 million more coins is because I invested another $30-ish into, Pepe. And the reason why I did that was because it was at a lower point. And it gets me to own a little bit more. But does it break the bank? No. I'm managing my risk well, and I'm investing to where I'm trying to get the same amount that I had for way less money. If you don't know, I bought 33, it was 33 million for like $100 or so. And then I ended up buying 20, I think it was 20 million, 21 million, something like that, or 20 million for $30. So spending way less money and buying, close to the same amount, 2/3 of what I bought the first time, is definitely a win in my book. And it's not breaking the bank. I still only have $100. It's worth a lot less than it was before. I have a lot more than what I had before. Now, as we see continue decreasing, I'm going to play it the same way. If it runs and runs to a way higher level, then great. I'm able to benefit from where I bought this position at in multiple places. But if it doesn't run to certain levels, I'm still fine. I have this $73 in order to invest more into it as we see certain levels. Um, and that's my plan. And it has been my plan ever since. I saw this position was that I wanted to see retracements. So that's what I did here. Anyways, we got 176 people that are here. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys a lot. 13 people over on TikTok. Monkey seems pretty good. I've heard some people talk about it. I didn't even realize it hit 600 million yesterday. I was watching it all day. Yeah, I think I had it on screen when it was 600 million. I think. Pretty sure. You bought Pepe B&B too? No, I haven't. Um, Matt, how about Elmo? I got some opinions on Elmo. Give me it's not going to be today, but we'll definitely talk about it. I got to talk with that team before I make any decisions on if I do a review. If you don't know, I do like promotional or paid reviews on a position. Um, and the payment for that review does not make me biased to the position at all. I call out everything that is a concern. So if I talk to the people that are in charge of it, that are a part of it, and they give me all of their concerns, because I want to hear the concerns, and they should want to hear the concerns, because if you hear any concerns and you hear that they're solving those problems, that's what we want to hear. We want to make sure that you have a solution for every single problem. That's what we call a successful project, or something in the works for any problems. If you have no problems, then that's not truthful. It's not transparent. You have to have something. There's plenty of problems with many different projects. You can say that, Pepe has, a problem, right? You can say that certain wallets will be a problem in certain places. I just want to see issues and then solutions to those issues. Do you know what I mean? But then also call out a lot of the positivity, within the position and where it can go. So that's what I'm doing now. That's my overall plan now, is never to do any more like partnerships. It's always going to be a promotional video to where I'm paid for the review, just to be able to review the position, but the review is not biased based on whatever payment is received. It's just going to be a clear review that shines a light on that project, and that's what it's all about. So we will figure out what we're doing there with certain plays. I had a bunch of people reach out to me for different projects they want me to review, and I'm in the process of reviewing a lot of stuff, going through some detail on some of those projects, and reaching out to some higher ups in some of those projects. Luna T has major upside, great rewards too. I think Luna T does have upside, but again, like I said, I'm a partner with Luna T, but I still speak my mind and I'm very transparent. And I've spoken that or said that the thing that I want to see, and it's not about me because I'm not a decision maker there. The thing that I want to see is just exchanges, and I know exchanges won't lead to more taxes, won't lead to more money that's going into the project. There will be more money that's flowing through, um, buying and selling, people making money from it, people selling their position, bringing the price down, increasing the price, burning off the coin, all of those different things. Um, but it's not something that will always burn the coin or always give you rewards, because the CEX may not want to do an 8% tax or whatever, their tax is, or whatever they request their tax to be. So you have to live with that. And if you can live with that, you'll see so much success within the position. And I think Luna T can get there as long as they just launch on exchanges. Bigger exchanges will come. Smaller exchanges, you need pairings, you need places to buy it. And that's what I think, that's where I think they will go. And I will have conversations on whether they go there. Because there are so many other projects that have less time in the market that are actually making moves in smaller exchanges and then finding a way to get to bigger exchanges. That makes sense? So we'll get there. We will get there. Shaking my head. I don't like the unoriginal nature of some of these coins making a name Pepe something or whatever. It just seems like it's done for attention to rug. Yeah, yeah, I'm not so sure it's attention to rug, but I don't like it either. I hate like the true meme coins are the ones that come after the popularity. While they say that Pepe is a meme coin, Shiba Inu is a meme coin, Lunic is a meme coin, all these other ones are meme coins, I don't necessarily agree with it. I think that they're popular tokens. I think that they're popular coins. I think that they're popular projects, but I don't think they're memes, right? Even though some of them are created based on a meme and the popularity is not because of the meme, it's because of the potential. Um, the coins that come after are about the memes, are about creating the next thing that applies to multiple situations. So Pepe BNB, Pepe Elon, Pepe whatever, Pepe this, Doge, baby Doge, right? Buff Doge, all of these other things that are kind of memes associated with the popular position. Those are the ones that I consider meme coins, but you have to give these popular positions a name and they label them as meme coins. So we're going to stick with that title. But yeah, I got exactly where you're coming from. I know there's so many Pepe knockoffs. Yeah. Hi Matt. Why would Pepe Boobies rug a second time, please? I got wrecked, dude. Um, you bought into another coin with like Pepe in its name. It sucks. Why would it? People just want to gain money. If they see you, what people want to do is first hide their identity. If they hide their identity, it's not saying that they physically will rug you if they're hiding their identity. Maybe they don't want to create a cryptocurrency and have their job notice it, especially if it's not going to be insanely popular. Like if it's going to be $100 million, $200 million worth of market cap, they could probably quit their job and they can work on the coin, work on the project, and make sure money is flowing through there, that they have money to live off of, which would be phenomenal. And I would love to do that as well. But it's just so difficult to manage a coin. I know how difficult it is. Um, but what these people are looking for is not that. They're going to hide their identity. They're going to try and take from everybody that invests into it, and have no consequences because they just took it and nobody knows who they are, and it sucks. And they spread the wallets to different places, and um, it's just stupid. I honestly don't like it, but there are people in this world that just want to take. They don't want to put in the work, and they just want to take. It's horrendous. Um, Matt, what do you think about RenQ? I haven't looked into it. I heard that there were a couple of people that were saying, "Hey, don't buy Shiba Inu, buy RenQ," or people aren't buying this, buy RenQ. A lot of those positions are pushed by certain articles because or certain websites and certain authors to those articles because they invested a lot of money into it or they created it and now they're looking for a big push. And since they created something and they have a platform to push it, they're going to do that. And it's not necessarily saying that it's going to be a rug. It's just giving them the ability to sell some of their bag that they have and make some money off of it, not only from the article, but also from the position itself. Now, I'm not sure if that's the case with RenQ. I haven't found much detail on it when it came to coin market cap, and that's why I didn't look into it. Kronos is on a bull run, is it? Duplicate this. Let's show you guys Kronos. My computer is moving super slow today. I wouldn't say Kronos is on a bull run. Um, it's been falling consistently from this level of 8 cents all the way down to a level of almost 6.5 cents. So I wouldn't say it's a bull run at the moment. Let's look at the last year. Yeah, it's more in a consolidation point, I would say. Definitely in a consolidation zone. But I can't wait for the bull run with Kronos. Um, it's down 71% on the year. You can see so much more growth from some of these levels, down 234%, I guess, overall. Or sorry, up 234%. Boy, would I have liked to invest it at these levels, 2019. Crazy thing is I have seen it at those levels, in those at that time frame, but I didn't invest into it because I wasn't investing in cryptocurrency. Dax, y'all better listen. I appreciate that. Most of my bags are packed. Now, every time I have spare cash, I just buy Jasmine. That's not a bad buy. I don't know where Jasmine is right now, but I know it kind of came back a little bit. It was at like 70% of a penny, 75% of a penny, but I think it has come back with the rest of the market as well. If it would have stayed strong, I would have been like, this is really good. But it's close, right? Still at 68% of a penny. It's not horrible. 69% of a penny overall. That's not horrible at all. It did drop, and you still see $100 million in volume. So it's not really like um, you know, killing the game in like the form of positivity, but it's also not being killed in the form of negativity. So yeah, it looks good. I think they chose to come up with a different name, some sense of the originality, and maybe even some utility. But I get the nature of being memes after something like Pepe. Yeah, and you also understand that people just want to take, right? And they want to find the best opportunity to create popularity. Like you see what's trending here, Pepe AI. Now, I don't know if this is legit at all. I mean, you're seeing a $7 million market cap, went 17, and I don't want to sit here and call this out, and then the community comes and says, "Oh, look, he's supporting it." Understand that I'm not supporting it. I just literally clicked on it because it's gaining a little bit of popularity, and the reason being is because it's surrounding the name Pepe, and that's what they want. They want to be able to take from you. Now, I'm not saying that's the case because I haven't looked into the project, but people want to take from you by adding to that name, by adding to the popularity or taking from there. Just like what the ecosystem dev team did with Shiba Inu. They want to take from the popularity so they can build Bone, so they can build a metaverse, so they can build the next best thing, right? Um, and it's honestly like, you know, disappointing, because I expected them to not only, especially with how many people that were into what they were doing. I expected them to build something, have a massive effect with Shiba Inu, but also have a massive effect with your own position, with your own project, and you would have went so far. But they didn't understand that. They only saw what they were building and just the Shiba Inu, customers or investors as just a checkbook or numbers, right? That's all they saw them as potential investors into their own projects, not what they can gain from being invested in Shiba Inu. It's what they can gain from being invested in what they create around Shiba Inu. So I hate that so much, and I've tried to warn people about that from the beginning, that we needed to apply pressure so that they do offer something with Shiba Inu, something more aggressive, and not just be okay with them, looking at a percentage of less than a penny for Shibarium. Now what's going to happen? We're not going to see barely any burns, but we're going to see people that are buying Bone because they want to go through with the transactions on Shibarium. It sucks. It sucks, but I want to see how it's going, if it's going to benefit anybody. But um, I think overall, you just need to apply pressure as investors and not be comfortable with what they are doing. If they claim to help out the community or the original position, then make sure they're doing that throughout every single process. The Shiba Inu team did not do that, and I don't want that to happen everywhere else, especially Terra Luna Classic. Let's see. I have 50 million Pepe just in case. Yeah. Did you see Trev's video on Elmo? I did see his video on Elmo. How come no one in crypto talks about what they think Bitcoin will be at when they say Shiba to a dollar? Um, well, honestly, I mean, I think it's probably because Bitcoin getting to certain levels really only gives you that maybe 3x, 4x, 5x potential or whatever. And Shiba Inu, it gives you so much more potential for it. And I'm surprised that you see, Bitcoin at 27,000, but then, you know, Shiba Inu that's at way less of a market cap, at a like $5 million market cap or almost $4 million market cap. Um, it's something that you don't expect. You expect it all to run together, but you're not seeing altcoin season hit strong. You're seeing, kind of Bitcoin and really Ethereum that's running to certain levels and staying at these levels. And yes, you're seeing some retracements, but all in all, it's staying pretty healthy at some of those higher levels rather than, where I invested at $1,200. You need to look at Ben Bitboy's new meme token. Is making me thousands right now. That's phenomenal if it is. I'm a fan of anybody making money. How come no one in crypto talked about? I just talked about that. Has been trying to make a run. Pepe equals pump and dump rug pull mat. So I wouldn't say that, right? Because if it was a rug pull, if it was a rug pull, it would have like rug pulled. Like you have a. This is where definitions get tied up. When people say things like, when diamond hands and hold on forever and all that stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean hold on forever. It means hold on to something for a long period of time. The long term is going to be a massive effect. It doesn't mean you can't take profit at all, but people interpret that as like holding on and having complete diamond hands and never touching the buy button. But honestly, you have to find a way to take profit there. Same thing goes for people calling things a rug pull. A rug pull is what Squid Coin was, right? Increasing in price, doesn't let people sell. They fall to 99% decrease in the overall position in a matter of minutes, maybe even, in some cases, it may be hours. This is not what that is. I think with how you see the structure of people that are holding, yes, you do have bigger wallets. The structure of people that are holding, the popularity that goes into it, the billions of dollars that goes into it, the retracement and the healthy movement after the retracement, it doesn't necessarily show you rug pull like levels. Like this shows you a normal retracement after a larger gain. This is what you've seen in many different occasions, no matter what the position is in the stock market, in the crypto market, in investing in general. You're going to see this where it creates, if it finds a healthy retracement, it will be lower highs and lower lows that it ends up creating. And that's exactly what it did, is creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And now it's creating maybe another lower high scenario here, or maybe it'll break that chain, right? If you look closer within the last 7 days, you're going to see that it's starting to maybe break the chain, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? So maybe it's going to break that, and you'll see that if it does break this level up here, which would be 0.000002. So we will see, but it's definitely not a rug pull. I wouldn't say it is. But the point is that in any investment, you have to find the right opportunity, the right time to invest. People will urge you to invest at the peak point. And if you feel as though you want to be a part of it, you don't want to miss out on anything, investing at the peak point is not the wisest thing possible. But if you strategically invest at the right points, you'll be good. If you invest, let's say you wanted to invest a total of $1,000. You invested $100 or $200 at the peak point because you wanted to be in there. Well, now you have $800 to invest. If it does go lower, you can find a lower spot to invest. If it goes higher, then you have a gain, right? It's a win-win scenario, really. And I understand how you didn't want to lose anything from that $200. But imagine if you would have put $1,000 in there. Now you have no money to invest. Now you have to wait for it to get back to where your buy point is, because it did retrace all the way down here. Now you have to wait to get back here, and now you can finally break even, which everybody else is finding places to buy down here. They're taking profit as time is going on, so you're seeing it take a longer time to get up to your break even. It's if you structure it the right way, you can make money from any position that you invest into. You can be profitable in these positions. You just, like I said, have to find the right time. And I think I invested another $30 into it. I invested $100 from the gate, turned to about $70. It was 33 million. And now I'm holding 52 million because I invested another $30 at 0.00, at a $600 million market cap or so. And it got me another 20 million coins. So I'm happy about that. I'm very, very happy about that, because I invested way less money than I did before, and it seemed like I got close to the same amount of coins that I got the first time. So it's not necessarily saying that I'm breaking the bank, and I won't do that. But when I buy more, I strategically place it. And look, you're going to see here right below, I have $73 in USDT. If it goes lower to the retracement point that I believe it could also hit, you know, let's go out a month where it could hit these levels somewhere in this zone. This would be a buy zone down here, which would be a 500, a 400, a 450 to 550 $1 million market cap. That's where that zone will be. And even if it does go a little bit lower than where you are, knowing that's a consolidation point, knowing that you dollar cost average down, that can get you a lot more coins and get you a lot more push for the future if this is going to have major popularity and some potential utility within it. You never know. And the unknown, again, is what makes it very, very interesting. So that's what I'm saying here. I'm not telling you that this is going to be the next best thing and it's going to blow up to give you a 10x return guaranteed. That's not the case. But what you could do is hope for a push of maybe a 2x return. You could hope for a push of maybe 30% at the moment. Take some of that profit, put it in at a lower point if it is going to retrace. But you never know what they're going to do with the overall supply. Supply could decrease, right? You could see major popularity grow even more, see billions of dollars worth that's going into the project and volume. And again, you're seeing that. If we go to, I think they have historical data. I don't know where that is at the moment. Historical data, do they have that? Maybe I'll go volume. It's going to give you a breakdown of the CEX volume. You can still see $235 million in CEX volume, which is fantastic, by the way. I just don't know if you have a way to track historical volume. Because you used to be able to do that, but I can't do that now because I don't know where it is. If I find it, if anybody knows where it is, please let me know. I haven't searched for it in a different level. Yeah, they used to have historical volume, and I know it's here somewhere. I would imagine they didn't get rid of it. Roll up. Thank you for the 274 people that are here. I appreciate you guys for being here. It means the world. If you guys could take some time to hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Pre-sale, you make it big money. Blah, 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 blah. Everyone and their mother is saying, but this buy and you'll get rich. Same song and dance since the beginning of money. Everyone and their mother is saying, but this buy or buy this buy and that you'll get rich. Yeah, I'm not saying that you'll get rich. There's a lot of videos out there that will say the same things. And I'm not clowning their videos. They'll say this is getting to a certain level. It's getting to I don't even think we're at the conversation of it getting to a penny or 10 cents or $1 yet. Eventually you have that conversation because people ask you, and once they ask me in the comment section, then I have to respond to it. But I don't think I've been getting those questions yet. So what's the point of even saying that for me, at least? But when it comes to understanding the real side of investing into a play, you have to understand that investing is about taking your money and turning it into a higher amount of money. Yes, overall investing would be buying into a business and let's say turning it into something that is worth a lot more, essentially making your money worth a lot more as you are part owner of the business. But the overall idea or plan is to make as much money as you can from that business, legally, of course. And with all of your investors, all of your customers in mind. So the same thing goes for a cryptocurrency. A cryptocurrency project, most of them are looking to make sure investors are not seeing a major amount of negativity or being pulled out or rug pulled in any way. They want to protect their investors. They want to build on top of the project and do something extra, and that's what they're trying to do. I think the unknown again is what makes it interesting, and when you see what that unknown is, it's going to get people very, very hype. The only way to build wealth is a long-term investing into a strong fundamentals. You're not wrong. I don't think that's the only way to build wealth, but obviously that's not 100% proven that's the only way you can build wealth, because there's a lot of people that have built wealth really, really fast. But the more traditional way to do it would be, to invest in long-term positions, slow moving ETFs. It's going to gain you like, you know, 2 to 10%, depending on how the market's, running. Index funds, investing long-term, the Warren Buffett strategy, right? That's the way that we traditionally invest because of how the market rolls. But if more people find that day trading and shorter term investing would be the way to go, a lot of these ETFs, a lot of these funds would not move as consistently, because you have a lot of people that are moving in an inconsistent manner, right? And if they are, you're not going to see those overall consolidated positions move at a consistent manner as well. It's going to be something that fluctuates, because everything fluctuates. So the more it's pushed that long term is the strategy, the more that people can have a sound way to do that if they want to do it the boring route. But the boring route will get you results. So I kind of do both, right? I do short term as well as the boring route. And you have to, right? Because you never know what this could be, right? You can invest into something that explodes and turn $500 into 5 million. You can invest and turn, into a couple of hundreds of thousands of dollars, and now you can fund those longer term investments. Do you think when the bull run comes, I should wait with selling all my portfolio at once? Meaning I should sell different coins at different levels and all together at once? Um, so it all depends on what we're seeing within the market, right? If it's altcoin season, everything should run together, but you might have some outliers that don't really run or move a little bit more than others, which means you can take profit a lot sooner. But ultimately, all of the positions that you see within a crypto bull run should run together. And if they do run together, you're probably going to be taking profit at the same levels. It's just you're going to have different prices, right? So maybe you'll take more profit at through Shiba Inu or through CRO than you would through Ethereum or through BNB. Obviously, you will want to take more profit on those levels because you feel like you have more potential for growth, right? 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, whatever, versus the 5x return maximum that you see with maybe Ethereum at the short term, right? So yeah, I guess it kind of really depends, but ultimately I would believe that you're going to take profit altogether. Guys, thank you for hitting the like button. We got 263 people that are here in the live stream, 9 people over on TikTok, and we have 3 people over on Twitch. And I appreciate all of you guys for being here, and guys being a general term. Um, so thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Happy family strong. Yeah, love the innocence. Know what that means. Hey Matt, what do you think of Poo Coin? I tried to go into this yesterday, but no one gave me an understanding of which one it was. Uh, inflation is printing money. I was talking about inflation. It's all good. I'm learning which is most important for me. I invested and deleted the app and hope in 6 months to check again. It's always great to find a play to invest into, or have like a set it and forget it strategy, especially when you see what happened with crypto, like in the past, where you see Bitcoin at a certain level. If you played a set it and forget it strategy with Bitcoin or Ethereum or CRO, you would be at a much higher level in certain places. When you hear that the crypto market is running and worth $3 billion or $3 trillion or $4 trillion, you're like, damn, like I gained so much within this by just setting it and forgetting it. And that's really the strategy that people want to play, so that you don't go, oh well, I should sell at this point and this point and this point and lose out on those overall gains. But I think that's the effective way to keep investing into the crypto market. Because if you just set it and forget it, you're missing out on all of the opportunities that are coming up in the crypto market. Um, and if you're watching the crypto market heavily and looking at other plays, you're also not playing a set it and forget it strategy, because you're looking at that project constantly as you see it in the top 100. $20 to $80 is still a good win though. is 300%. Absolutely. 100% a good win. It's not the largest amount of money you've seen, but the point is that your percentage is a lot higher. You're able to invest that $20 somewhere else, or you can find a lower level to buy more if you wanted to and see the success as time goes on. But it's you're playing risk management. You're playing well, good risk management, and I like it. Uh, I'm talking about building long-term wealth, not trying to get rich by buying shit coins or garbage penny stocks and hoping it moons. True, true. Uh, I always like to play the devil's advocate route, and I know you notice this, but you're 100% right that not well, not 100% right, but I would say 80% right. I wouldn't call anything um, shit coins for lack of a better term. I wouldn't call anything that unless it truly is that, unless it truly is garbage. If there's money that's flowing into it, and it looks like a sound project that doesn't have um, a negative bone in its body, um, then you can say that it's not a shit coin. It's something that was created based on just trying to create the most popularity possible. But a lot of times in the crypto market, it's all about popularity, and the popularity may get it to a certain level. Ethereum wasn't always as popular as it is. So when you have Ethereum that's worth, way less money, and people are like, oh, this is not going to be worth anything, and then it ends up being worth something because the popularity turns it into something bigger to where they can innovate, they can change, they can go from you mining it to staking it, and a lot of different things that can improve the project. It gives it opportunity, and that's what I think people are blind to, is not seeing what the opportunity will be within a popular position. It's not about gaining as much money as you can in a short period of time, which is always a plus. It's more about um, what opportunities can be given by all this popularity, or what opportunities will they take advantage of um, with all this popularity. And since you really don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Shiba Inu, the only thing that you look at there, it had the popularity, but it has no team behind it to manage Shiba Inu, right? They manage the ecosystem. The ecosystem devs will manage the ecosystem, but Shiba Inu itself has nobody to say this had multiple billions of dollars at this point, hundreds of billions of dollars that have flowed through this, and you could have had so much success in building things for this project, but you didn't. Same thing with Dogecoin, except Dogecoin actually has a team behind it, and who's really behind it. They could do so much bigger with the hundreds of billions of dollars that are flowing through it. So, what are they going to do with the opportunity? And that's why I invest in some of these plays. Is I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I believe it's going to be something that is, you know, not going to change. It's going to change the cryptocurrency market at least a little bit. And some it may change it entirely. But I understand where you're coming from. Let's say you're 80% right by trying to build long-term wealth. Um, you can build long-term wealth in so many different things. Mainly, it seems like a lot of long-term wealth is built in more real estate than anything. Owning land is like the number one thing that you can do in order to build wealth, by owning land. It's your land. You can sell it for how much it's worth, the land or the actual property, and the value of houses are just going up and up. And obviously, banks with the interest rates are making a freaking ton of money. Um, so it's definitely interesting. It's very interesting, and I look at every single scenario, every single place that we can invest. Obviously, me and Erica want to get into more real estate side of things. She wants to move into like the Airbnb space. I keep kind of warning her about the horror stories I hear about Airbnbs, but still, inflation is printing money. Federal Reserve is corrupt. Who wants to have what? We can't say that on here. Uh, how do I? Why can't I take out that comment? I can only either hide user on channel or put you in timeout. So I'm gonna put you in timeout, and hopefully that message goes away. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that message. That message is gone there. Moncoin is pretty good, damn similar to Pepe and a big name backing it. I have seen some people talk about Mung, some people saying that they're buying that position. 100% agree with owning land. Need to get myself some for real. Yeah, I mean, all I have is my house. I would like to have more land. Maybe some income properties to build onto that land or to profit from it before I own it. That would be great. But honestly, it would be better if it is an income property while you already fully own it, because paying a mortgage and relying on somebody living there to pay a mortgage is definitely tough. What up with that Elmo thing they spamming? Um, I I will I will go into that once I talk about, or I talk to the people behind it. Hey Matt, you think a Coinbase or Robinhood listing is near? I clicked the thumbs up because you seem to be down to earth and have an air of honesty about you. I don't see a problem with each person investing in their own way. Good luck. Absolutely. You're right. And thank you for hitting the like button and giving me the kind words as well. I try to do that as best as possible. Um, I try to make sure that it's about the investor, every single investor first, before it is about me. I try to be as transparent as possible whenever I'm looking at a certain play, and I will tell you how much I'm investing. Other people will not tell you. And if they do tell you, it's going to be more of like, I invested thousands of dollars into this play, and it's not the most wise position or not the most wise time to get into it. Now, I've seen some people that have made money from this at lower levels, and I'm happy for them for making their profit and taking their profit. Um, and that's amazing to see that. But some people will end up buying at the peak points and say it's time to buy now, kind of just trying to pump their bags and kind of saying what um, Scott Schaefer was saying about me. Obviously he didn't watch the full video, know that I am not pumping this to get this to a higher level. I'm actually encouraging more of a retracement rather than seeing this absolutely skyrocket to a crazy level, because it creates healthier movement when you have a retracement. If you have too much growth, eventually it's going to fall very, very hard. So I'm trying to keep everybody safe, but there are some people that do exactly what Scott Schaefer was saying, which is, pump the position at its highest point, get people to buy at their highest point and say, this is going to absolutely moon from here. And then they end up losing all their money because that influencer or that person that bought a lot sold a massive amount at the peak point. And I don't want to do that to anybody. So, uh, yeah, we got 4K likes over on TikTok. If you buy land, I'm not gonna build any buildings on it. I'm just gonna keep it, maintain it, ready for development. You're gonna pay taxes on just the land, then you're not getting any income. You're setting yourself up for an overall gain in the end, but you're not getting any income from it. If you own the land, you would still pay taxes on the land. Um, but I don't know. It might not be the most profitable thing possible. Um, Eventually, yes, you'll be profitable from it, but you're still going to have to pay while you have no income coming in the door from that land itself. So it's always tough to have land without something built on it, um, because of that reason. I would like to have land to eventually build our forever home, because I don't think this is our forever home. It's a great house, and I love the yard space. Probably the best yard space I could have asked for around this price range and around this area. There's nobody in my neighborhood that has the yard that we have, so that's like an upsell on our um, location, especially being sort of flat compared to everybody else or anybody else that has more. Coffeezilla or Scott Schaefer wants to be Coffeezilla so bad. I mean, somebody that's the one thing that I kind of don't like about certain people is they try to be somebody else. I don't try and be somebody else. I'm my own person. I'm not going to sit here and, come on here and just, turn around and go, Pepe's going to pump. Everybody get in now. All this other stuff. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to do is say, look, you got to play it as a risky play. You got to make sure you manage your risk. You invest at certain places. I'm not going to be that hype person. And I never will be. And maybe I lose subscribers because of it. Maybe I lose followers because of not being a hype person, but the real people stay around. So I appreciate all the people that have been subscribed for a long time. You can tell by Scott Schaefer's CGI background in his videos. Yeah. I'm making money on Pepe AI right now. That's fantastic if you're making that. I'm not going to tell anybody to invest in the position, but it's up like what, 50% on the day. So that's great if you're making money from Pepe AI. This is the thing about meme coin season is that people will invest in one and then they'll go, oh, there's so many other ones. And there are, because money flows into so many other plays that are kind of similar to what they are. And as long as it has some form of legitimacy, as long as it has, people that are talking positively about it and not just like, oh, this is going to pump, but basically saying, this is what this is. This is going to skyrocket. We have certain levels that this is going to reach, and actually looking at it from an analytical perspective. I feel like you can have a ton of success within investing in a lot of meme coins. And that's what meme coin season is all about. You invest in Pepe, whatever Pepe AI is, or Pepe Doge probably, or just Pepe or whatever, or SpongeBob and all these other ones that people are making money from. It's phenomenal, but don't expect it to absolutely last long. The ones that last long are the ones that receive the original popularity, right? Which would be Pepe. I may not be a fan of these type of tokens, but I'm always going to be a fan of folks making bread. Absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't get that video he made because it's like why speak if you have nothing nice to say? But who am I to judge? We're not perfect. Who knows what he's going through? Absolutely. But he lives his whole YouTube career off of creating fire. Like if you go over to his channel, every video in the background it's on fire. Everything's on fire. It's a problem. It's negativity. It's people scamming people and potentially dealing with scam like sponsors and I don't know. It's just all negativity, and it's a lot of it is opinion based on how he feels. Because even saying that you feel like you're stupid if you call this investing, that's your opinion, right? People can make money. People can invest into a play that has a short lifespan. Right. And if you do, people have made a career out of investing into plays that have a short lifespan. And it's not about, it's trading, right? And you're investing to turn that money into something bigger. You're investing in the company to do something to make that stock or that crypto go up. And that's what is happening. Whether it's like you create something on Twitter or have a post on Twitter that goes viral, it's going to make things go up. You have Elon that talks about it, it's going to make things go up. So if you have uncontrollable things, that's kind of a difficult position to invest into. But things that are more controllable, with like Pepe putting out a tweet, or somebody else putting out a tweet of Pepe, and it's something that's a little more controllable, and see things that start to run and see the climb that you have with this position. Thoughts on Perry the BNB? So I don't really have any major thoughts on it. I like the name. I said on Twitter, and I was surprised to get so many likes on this. But I said on Twitter, I like the name, and I got 322 likes, which is more than I get in a lot of other posts that I have. So obviously the community is strong within it. I haven't been reached out to Perry the BNB to do any type of review, but I don't know if they really need it. And if they do, I'll break things down. And obviously, I would like to because Perry is my name, and it looks like they have something solid there, a solid foundation with the amount of people that are part of the community. Um, but yeah, I haven't like fully looked into it. I just said I like the name. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you for the other $2 super chat. Mole PR Gaming. Every coin listed on Binance uh, went down like SHIB. Um, so people are always like, I saw a comment the other day that said um, they shouldn't get listed on Binance because if they get listed on Binance, everything's going to crash. And honestly, that's not wrong, but it's also not right because Binance contributes to the volume. Yes, you're going to see more people that have easier and quicker access to selling the position. So they're going to be able to do that through Binance. So you have 9% or whatever the markets are for Binance that happens here, right? So 35% of the volume happened through Binance. You see OKX that has about 27% of the volume. Then you see Uniswap, Uniswap version 2, where you have 12%. KuCoin, where you have 6%. So you're seeing Binance have majority of it. It doesn't mean that it's going to crash because of that. It creates the hype, and yes, you're going to see a retracement because of the hype that was built. Just like if it gets listed on Coinbase, then it's going to be a whole nother level to where it does get the hype, kind of like what happened with KRL or Jasmine Coin or a lot of other positions, and then you're going to see a retracement because you buy the rumor, sell the news. That's usually the case. Today marks a 1 year post for USTC DPEG. In honor, I'm going to buy more Lunic. I'm not buying any more Lunic, but I definitely gave my 1 year post, which actually didn't get a lot of views. I was surprised that the title "I've been holding Terra Luna Classic for 1 year and here's how it went" didn't go over well. Typically, that does go over well, so I'm surprised, and it's making me think that YouTube has a different form of pushing the algorithm or pushing in the algorithm. Good morning, Matt. Thanks for the Jasmine update. Yeah, no problem. Was that yesterday? Hopefully, I had one yesterday. Um, yeah, it's been a whole year since the collapse. It's been a while. It's been a while. Um, my biggest bag is rock or rook. I don't know what that is. That's it's good though. If you truly believe in something, it's always great to state it out there. Uh, how the poll voted 362 and just 260 likes. That means that you have um 362 people that hit either the like button or the dislike button, or didn't hit any button at all, right? If you have 362, you have a lot of people within the poll. 30% of the people that say that no, they didn't hit the like button yet, but they answered the poll. Um, so I put the poll out there so people get awareness to hitting the like button. How much did you put into Pepe, if you don't mind answering? Yeah, I'll update you guys. I did do an update earlier, but I'll give you an update on when I bought. I bought two different times. So currently I have 52.7 million. I bought 33 million at a level of about a 1.1 billion dollar market cap just to get my feet wet into the position. It wasn't to go all in at all with $100. I just put money that was there into that play. Um, and I stated that I'm waiting for this to retrace. If it does gain anything, that's great. It did go up to $125 worth because it went to a $1.6 billion market cap. Um, but I was definitely ready for this to retrace right away. Now, the entire market did fall back a little bit. You saw Pepe that has come back underneath that $1 billion mark, all the way down to a $600 million mark, where I ended up investing a little bit more. I bought 20 million for about $30 or so. And Yeah, 20. It might have been 20. It might have been 29. Oh, sorry, 19 million or so, but somewhere around there, right? I bought around 20 million for about $30 at a 600+ million market cap. And now I hold about 52.7 million coins and have about $107, which seemed to be where my gain was after the first couple of hours. So after the first couple of hours that I bought Pepe, it went up to $107, and now it's at $107 again. Um, but I have way more coins. So if it continues to retrace and get to a certain consolidation level, I'll give you guys a breakdown of where I plan on investing more. Then I will buy a little bit more. I'll probably throw another $50 into it if it comes down here, which means I'll be able to get um, more coins off of less money than what I got in my first buy, which was like a $1.1 billion market cap. So that's where I invested, and it's most likely going to be like $150 that I have. But if it does get down there, it's probably going to be worth about $70 again, or $80, and then I'll invest another 50. So total will be like 130 that I haven't invested. Or technically, overall that I invested was 100 plus 30 plus 50, which would be $180 that I invested, but it's going to be worth about 130 down there. It is crazy, but I understand that. If you're talking about me explaining this, I hope it's not crazy. I try to pride myself on explaining things in a simple manner. And if that was overly complex, I apologize a great deal. Um, Pepe has only been out for 3 weeks. Give it time. No crypto has done what Pepe has done in 3 weeks. I'm Time will definitely tell. Absolutely. Um, I'm just interested in seeing what they're going to do with all the hype. That's always where I'm interested at. Sitting on 225 Jasmine, crazy to hit 1 million. I would love to hit 1 million, but I don't think it's going to come down to the lowest price to where I feel like I should get it. You know, if it comes down below my cost basis, there may be a chance to where I put more money into that. And I talked about that. Getting 500,000 would be great. Matt, can you look at Blaze token there burning billions of SHIB? Only been a week. I saw that they burned like two billion or something like that. Um, Again, I talked about not looking at it yesterday. The reason being is not because I don't want to review it. Um, it's because I honestly don't want to sit here and put something on the screen and make it seem like I'm all for it. And people tend to use, I'm not saying that Levi or whoever else will use my content as a form of advertisement, because he has his own content and everybody else does as well. But I've seen projects that have already used what I have said about a certain project in their advertisements. And um, they don't have the rights to using those videos unless they decide to pay me for it. No, I'm not going to sit here and create reviews and then say something positive and then they use that little snippet without looking at any of the negativity that comes with it. So I'm not saying that that will happen, but I've been on more of this. If it's in the top 100, top 200, I'll probably review it just no problem at all, because it's not something to where they need any type of advertisement. They have a lot of exchanges that they're a part of, a lot of pairings and everything like that. They don't need it at all. But others that need that up and coming kind of advertisement a little bit, I will review the project and be completely transparent and look at everything that I can look at and, talk about all the positives, talk about some of the negatives and any of the improvements you have, what they're working on and all that stuff, just to get some eyeballs on it. And that's what I do there. And I plan on doing it later at some point. With some other projects, they've already reached out to me. So if they want to reach out to me to work through a deal to review it, then yeah, I can do that. But it's not something that where like if I create a review, I know that it's not going to get as many views as something else, so it kind of limits my channel to not posting a, a better video there. So it needs to have some form of compensation to bring it back up, because I mean this is my 9 to 5. So I mentioned Levi's name in Austin's live, and he said he was blocked by Levi. I mean, I don't think I'm blocked by him, but you never know. I haven't seen a post from him in forever. You're averaging down. I like that. I subscribed. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for letting me know as well. This whole Pepe meme situation is the exact thing holding crypto back besides the SEC. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that at all. Um, Situations like this is showing the strength of the community, is showing the strength of retail investors versus institutional investors, because a lot of times institutional investors will not go into a play like this. So a lot of times it's driven by word of mouth and by the people, showing the strength of the people that we have billions of dollars of volume that we can put into this. Yes, you have higher wallets that are buying a bigger portion of it because they see the hype and they see the possibility for growth and all that stuff, but it means more than that, right? This is not the thing that's holding crypto back. The SEC is the thing that's holding crypto back. Scams are the things that are holding crypto back. And if we have a better way to recognize those scams, then yes, we can get there. We can get to a way better place in the crypto market. But this is creating opportunity, right? Not only for the investors, but also for the project itself. The person creating this project, I don't know who did it, but the person creating this project didn't, I bet they didn't believe that it would get this popular. And obviously, as it starts to get more popular, their basically their net worth is billions of dollars, as it's up in the billions of dollars of a market cap. But at least it's hundreds of millions of dollars. So they went from maybe being worth barely anything or worth, maybe $100,000 a year or whatever they're making coding and doing all this stuff to being worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's changing the lives of somebody that creates something to make it popular. Now the question is, what do they do with this popularity? So I can't say that's true, that this is a reason why the crypto market is set back. I think definitely the SEC is a reason why crypto market is set back, and companies like FTX and any other scam like businesses or crypto projects, those are the things that are holding the cryptocurrency market back because it creates a lack of trust. And if we don't trust in positions and we have so many different questions on whether they're going to rug pull, whether it's going to be another FTX situation, whether our money is safe, then that's what's holding the crypto market back, not just regular old popular coins. I can't say that I 100% agree with it, but I do respect your opinion. I respect everybody's opinion that comes through here. Anybody pick up anything new over the weekend? I didn't. Not interested in Pepe. It's just a hype investing. I don't disagree with you. I think it is hype. Pepe was created by the SEC. Pepe doesn't and will not have utility. It says on the website it's just for the meme. That's what they always say. They always say it's just for the meme, just so that people believe that it's not about organizing anything. But then you start to build something onto it. You start to have, other communities that build with it. But you have to understand what they could do. The potential is there. Will they do something with it? You don't know. And they keep everything the same because that's how everything started, and how it started to grow. Um, Now, I'm not saying this will absolutely be big and that they'll build something big, but honestly, the potential is there. So yeah. Or are you trying to stir up Schaefer? I guess. Self having 17K in, you having 17K in, good luck, stay strong and take profit. You have 17K in, or you invested a certain amount and it turned to 17K, Denzel, because that's a lot of money having 17K into Pepe. If you turned it into something way more than 17K, or you turned it into something, you turned $100 into 17K or 1,000 into 17K, then that's phenomenal. I'll accept that. But you investing 17K at like a peak point or recently, I can't say that I agree with that's the right way to go. Who's the SEC? Securities and Exchange Commission. I think that was a joke comment, or maybe it wasn't. Did you know Pepe has a burning mechanism in it, built in it too? I did not know that. We're seeing a lot of volume on the DEX side. What is that burning mechanism that Pepe has? Second Pepe says anything other than it's just for fun, then it's an unregistered security. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I don't also disagree with it because of how the SEC labels things as unregistered security. Now, you're absolutely right about Pepe. Uh, then unknown is what makes Pepe so interesting. It's only been out for 3 weeks. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's absolutely going to be the next best thing since sliced bread. But what I'm saying is that for me and me only, I mean, it may be a different situation for you or maybe the same situation for you. Um, it makes sense to get your feet wet into a position, but not, go all in unless you see that opportunity, take shape. And maybe I'll see that opportunity take shape if it does come down to some of these levels where I can buy a little bit more. At these levels being worth a 500, 400 to $500 million market cap, you can see the potential way above it, and the holding up at a what's the market cap there? Over at about a $1 billion market cap, if you can see the potential hold at those levels, then yeah, that's a could be a solid play to buy at half of what that level is because it can find a way to get back to those levels. Now, if it continues to retrace, you find an all-in situation and you go all in if you feel as though it does show you something that you can gain from it. And it's all depending on what you see, not based on what I see. If I tell you I went all in on a position, it doesn't mean that you go all in because by that time, you may not even have the latest news because I tell Patreon before I tell anybody. So Doge has over a $10 billion market cap. Yeah, and it has no type of use case. What use case useless of Pepe? If you're saying what use case does Pepe have? None. It has none at the moment. Um, but if you think that's like saying somebody that made money from an investment. Let's say somebody makes 4 million or $5 million from an investment. You go, this person's not wealthy because they didn't do anything with that money. Well, they have the potential to do something with the money. How do you know they're not going to take $5 million or $1 million of that 5 million, throw it into index funds, gain money, $100,000 ish, let's say per year? Cat hair that's flying around. $100,000 per year. Right? Who's to say that they're not going to do that? And if they do that, they set themselves up for life to always have some sort of an income. Well, now they buy property. Who's to say that they're not going to do something bigger, own a restaurant or own some sort of a business because they have the potential to do this? Pepe is gaining billions of dollars per day in volume. When they decide to do something else, right, create it or make it more of a benefit on the decentralized side of things, now you start to look at it and you're like, wait, it's building something to where Pepe can be something a little bit bigger. And it doesn't have to be a business that they're building, right? Um, it could be just, you know, I don't know, some sort of use case within it, right? And I don't know what that use case will be. And again, the unknown is what makes it interesting. I'm not going to speculate on what that could be because there's nothing in writing saying that this is going to happen. But again, as I'll say it 552 times, the unknown is what makes it interesting. And that's why I have something invested into it. Not all, but something. Just giving you a hard time. Um, I'd imagine if Pepe drops 2 or 3 zeros, that would be great. And then the whales pump it again. I mean, if it drops 2 or 3 zeros, it would be tough. So if it drops a zero right now, um, Where are we seeing this at market cap wise? It's like a 800, 850, or a $760 million market cap. If it drops to zero right now and stays at that level, you would be adding a zero to this. So it would be a $7.6 billion market cap. You got to understand the limits to these. And honestly, if we're not seeing a bull run, I don't expect that at all. But currently, we're still not seeing a crazy amount of investors into the play. You want to see more investors into it. It's 107,000. So in order to be something that's insanely popular, you have to have more investors into this. 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, whatever. But maybe you'll get there. It's only been a few weeks. Pepe woke up investors because the market was boring, waiting for these tokens to build use cases. Shibarium is no longer allowed to be said in my house. You just said it, honestly. You just wrote it out. Couldn't imagine money saving on gas fees or money saved on gas fees. Yeah, I sort of would agree with you. I keep looking back at Shibarium and I'm like, if they don't have a buy mechanism on Shibarium overall, it's pointless because you're spending the money to buy whatever position you want to buy. So to put your money into crypto in general, you're going to have to buy it. Now, after you buy it, then you send it over to Shibarium. So through that process, you're spending in gas fees in order to gain whatever you have there. Then you can transfer to whatever you want to transfer. Now they have a buy mechanism over in Shibarium, which all I know is they're going to have a deposit, which deposit can mean multiple things, meaning that you physically deposit money, or you are transferring from another place. You are depositing into this platform from another platform, which is most likely the case because it doesn't seem like they're working with a third party in order to do that. And it also doesn't seem like they're going to have liquidity in every coin that they have on the platform. So I would imagine it's going to be, kind of, the former, I believe. So yeah. But yes, I think Pepe did wake up the crypto market a little bit and is creating a little bit of interest. And that's why people are creating videos on it. You see videos from me, you're getting, five or 6,000 views, maybe 10,000 views in some of your videos about Pepe. You're getting a little bit more interest on some of the live streams. It's waking up the crypto market a little bit, especially after seeing, you know, a lot of negativity. And I think the crypto market will wake up as soon as like this inflation situation gets under control, the interest rates gets under control, businesses start, investing into cryptocurrency again. We'll see things that really start to run, but it's going to take its time. And the problem is that we're waiting, and the longer we wait, the less interested we get in the crypto market. Um, you see the tweet Satoshi said about BitBoy, then the community lit Satoshi up. No, I didn't see that. What did he say? Pepe plus Pepe girl, peg on Ethereum scan. Don't know what that is. Do you like Stellar? I've invested in the Stellar before, but I sold it because of the dilution that it did have, dilution potential that it had. I'm pretty sure that was the case. Sometimes I get things confused, but I'm pretty sure that was it. Let's look into Stellar. I don't know where it is now though. They may have had coins that were added, and we're not really seeing that anymore. But I did sell it because of the dilution potential. I wanted things that were less likely to get diluted. I'm currently seeing this at a $2.3 billion market cap. The overall high of the market cap that we've seen overall history has been 13.4. So you have a lot of room for growth, but understand that this is not strength, right? This doesn't show the strongest because it's increasing and then decreasing right away. You want to see it kind of hold at some of these levels. So I would definitely say from a level of a $4 billion market cap to a $9 billion market cap, that would be a little bit stronger of levels, but it still doesn't look like it has consistency. It still doesn't look like it's very strong at some of these levels. But you know that right now you are at a very low level, not the lowest level possible, but definitely a low level here. Seeing this at a $2.3 billion market cap, so if you have room for growth, the overall use case, again, I really don't want to get into use cases too much because I feel like use cases are the future, but we're not in that moment right now. Everything's established for, like, when they build a use case, it's for what the future will bring. Because right now we're not on more of a decentralized look of things. We're not on, the DEX side where most of the volume happens on the DEX side. Majority of the volume happens on the CEX side, to where things can't be changed on chain, or anything like that. So, and they don't adhere to what the project wants, whether they have a burning mechanism, or a tax for marketing or whatever. They don't adhere to what the actual cryptocurrency project wants. They do whatever they feel is necessary for their exchange to survive, and eventually we'll get to the opposite. We'll get to that point to where they will adhere to what the cryptocurrency project wants, because that's the whole dynamic of the cryptocurrency, right? That project does this in order to remain, to sustain its price level, if it does have a burn, or to strengthen the project with LP, or whatever, right? It does that for a reason. They should adhere to that, but they don't do that right now. So eventually it will happen. I'm so hungry. So hungry. I should get like a bagel or something. Uh, so I gotta go back to the chat. Give me a second. I'll look up some crypto news. Anything that's happening in today's world. I see a lot that's like, is Coinbase gonna list Pepe? And I think that might be the next video you kind of make. Uh, the likelihood that Coinbase lists Pepe, and really going through a breakdown of that, before they actually do it, because maybe it might happen soon. People said that's going to happen in the next 24 hours. I don't see that. I know Coinbase tends to take their time, even on popular positions. They tend to take their time. So yeah, it's definitely something we look into. So YouTube is playing, is the game play to earn? Wait, YT is the game play to earn? What are you talking about? What do you think about Age of Gods? Game is launching next month. Um, I haven't looked at it. Maybe I'll have to check it out to see how popular it is, to see if they want me to talk about it. I don't know if there's a Twitter for it. The next gen NFT action card game. Is that what it is? It's 84K followers. That's phenomenal. Has its own bit of popularity that's there. We are pleased to announce that the dates for the upcoming NIO on Gate.io, the game 1.0 release. So start June 4th, time to be confirmed, end June 11th or earlier if sold out. Um, game 1.0 will release June 11th. And that's only if it's sold out. So it's an NFT game. I mean, it sounds interesting. I don't know what their visuals look on it. Did they display what the visuals are? What the game actually looks like? Because it looks very very basic. You're not seeing any like actual like game play on it. You know what I mean? And also to Fire King's question, is it play to earn? Nothing to lose, bro. Please. It's not about nothing. What do you mean? There's nothing to lose. There is a lot to lose. When you're talking about a project that you don't know about and you're bringing it up on your screen, it's a lot of people. What they want is you to just bring the project up on the screen, and if you do, they either clip it and they use it because it's public, so they clip it and use it, or um, it ends up gaining popularity within the people that are watching. And I honestly don't know what it is. So if I'm reviewing it and people are buying into it before I even say whether it's good or bad or anything like that, um, people end up making that mistake. It's nice to see you excited about a project again. Yeah, I mean, I've been excited about projects. It's just been a lot of things have been like really dull. It's not about not being excited. Like I'm excited about Jasmine. I'm excited about CRO, Terra Luna Classic, Shiba Inu, my Ethereum, my BNB. I'm excited about all those, but nothing really brings more excitement than gains or, you know, more questions that are coming up about projects and about investing into some of these projects. Um, so nah, he quit his 100K year job to become rich as well. True. Um, but it's not about rich, it's about being wealthy. And I feel like I'm wealthy in the form of family. I get to spend a ton of time with my family while being able to sustain the same income. I'm not money hungry. I'm not looking for, um, hundreds of thousands of views or millions of views. I would love to get it, um, because then it would give you kind of that comfortable state in where you're paying your bills, the money that's going to your bills versus the money that's not going to your bills. Um, and be able to do all this extra stuff that you want to do. It's always great, but it's more about the wealth, the time that I spend with my family. I just love being here to see Harper and Hayden grow up, and it's not like a shock to me when I'm like, you're getting so big, you're doing this. I'm able to potty train Hayden, which she's doing a fantastic job. The only thing she hasn't done is number two on the toilet at all. But I think the more important one is the number one because you do that more frequently through the day. And if you stop that, eventually you'll get to the point to where number twos do come. But uh, going number one is probably the most important piece because if she pees her pants, it's a complete change, right? Change of everything. If she's about to poop or she accidentally poops or whatever, it may not be a complete change. But a lot of times, if the pants do still smell, then we have to change it. But I don't know how we got into this conversation. But either way, um, it's great to be there and do all these things and, with the family and not be that person that's just overworking themselves. Even though I'm working hard and doing a lot of work and I never feel like I have any time, the reason why I don't have time is because I spend majority of my time with my family, and that's what everybody wants to do in life. um, is to be able to see your kids grow up and experience that rather than just be shocked and go, where did the time go? I remember just yesterday you were 5 years old and now you're married. You know what I mean? Like that's not what I want. I want to be able to say, I saw you through this. We experienced all these things throughout the years, and we're going to be able to do that. So Pepe sucks. JK's only stirring. Just showing some love. Well, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that as well. It means a lot. Alan, thank you for that super chat. Also, 2.99 super chat. Stay away from Pepe. Look, I don't think you should. Honestly, it's your opinion if you want to stay away from the position. I'm not going to tell you that it's the next best thing since sliced bread. But the point is that just recently, I bought it at $600 million market cap. It rose to a $700 million market cap, 762. So up, to $100 million market cap, or up a $100 million on that market cap. You're still seeing $1 billion worth of volume that's flowing through it. Is it the most sound investment? No, I wouldn't say that it is. But in any investment, you can find a place to where you can make money from it if you find the right moments. Now, I am a fan of finding those moments, dollar cost averaging down for the overall potential of where it can go. And that's what I decided to do, right? I bought it at $1.1 billion, which I felt like was definitely high. It did go up to a $1.7 billion, showing that there's strength above my original cost basis. And now I can lower my cost basis by adding more. And if it finds a way to go down to a lower level, I can lower my cost basis even more by buying a little bit more. And again, I'm not going to spend over $200 for this to get all of these coins that I have here. I have 50 million coins right now, and I probably can get another 50 million coins if I decide to spend another $50 somewhere around these levels, somewhere around the one level. That would be 50 million coins that I can get. So he doesn't have an opinion on it because he hasn't had a chance to dive into it. He doesn't play a lot of games. Um, I can't say I don't play a lot of games. I've been playing the Jedi game recently, but um, I don't play a lot of, I would say, crypto games at the moment. I know there's a lot in gaming, and I see a bunch of people that create videos on gaming, and that's fantastic. But I haven't been into like crypto gaming and play to earn yet because it just doesn't feel like they're at that level to where I'm excited to play it, and I want to be excited to play it. Um, but I can't find the game that I would be excited to play. Like when you have a storyline, and if you can build a full storyline through a game and have a play to earn game within that, that would be fantastic. But I don't see those. You just see like people in metaverses and shooting one another like it's Fortnite. And I don't think that's where we're heading. I think we're heading more towards the storyline being the most popular side of gaming. You got 73 million Pepe for $30 on Uniswap. What should I do? You got 73 million Pepe for $30 on Uniswap. That means you bought way lower. But also, you have it on Uniswap, which means you're going to pay a hell of a lot in a fee in order to send it anywhere or do anything with it. Um, I honestly don't know. I was about to buy on Uniswap when I was initially going to buy, and it told me it was going to cost like, I think, I forget what it was, like $50 or something, or $60. I was going to buy $100. It was going to cost me $60 to to buy it. And I was like, nope. And I went on KuCoin, and it was cheap. I ended up spending less than a penny, or sorry, less than $1 for it. I spent basically $99 in order to get it. Um, and yeah, I mean, it turned it into 126. It went down to 70. I bought in some more and just keep buying on KuCoin. But I don't know what to give you. I don't know what advice to give you if you're on Uniswap because it's going to cost you a pretty penny in order to do anything with it. um, the community behind Pepe will develop burn protocol like the Degen, where people burn and get rewarded. I mean, that would be great. I think. How's that going for the other project that you mentioned? I'll give you a good storyline. One day, there was a man named Shitoshi. He loved playing games. He said he would release Shibarium last year and the first quarter of this year. Then, LOL, just kidding, no Shibarium. That's a good storyline. I like that. I don't necessarily enjoy it because I lived it. It's a true story, um, based on a true story. You have to say that before you start the storyline, based on a true story. Um, but yeah, that's funny. What's up, Matt? How do you feel about buying digital property like the gaming upland? So, or the game upland. So, I don't know about that game, but I do feel like digital property is a valuable space, and I've talked about how this could be valuable, and how companies like Disney could turn this into something way bigger if they literally just were able to build out a virtual space of their theme parks and be able to make an immersive experience where you're bringing out the the whatever VR system you have, and you put it on your head. You're going to see this virtual experience, and you pay a ticket. Maybe it's $1 per person after you build it, and you have millions of people. It may cost you 300 million to build or something, and you have virtual land or virtual property within Disney if you are a business to sell your online products. One, the online company is spending money to have that virtual land. They can set up a strip just like it would be in Disney. They'll have all the different rides based on a virtual aspect of it. Um, and you'll be able to make so much money on the Disney side of things, as well as being a company or a business on that strip, making money from everybody that's visiting Disney and having different products, Disney related or whatever, right? Um, and I think that could be a big a big deal, right? Every business and their every business and their mom would want to sign up for being on that strip and having a certain section, which means digital property would be huge. And that's just one level of doing it, right? And it's not saying that it would cost the same price as being at Disney, but it may cost you $1 or $2 to get into the park, have a virtual ticket, and then you go through the experience of seeing all these different stores, buying with certain sales. Maybe it's Nike, maybe it's H&M or whatever, and and everything there. So then you can have multiple places to buy new things and also experience Disney in a virtual way of looking at it. So honestly, buying digital property is is a huge market. It could be just like real estate, except you have an endless amount of digital property, and instead of you having a certain amount of property that you could have on Earth, um, you now have, like I said, an endless amount, but you also have the more popular spaces like a Disneyland or a Hershey Park or a Disney World or Orlando, Florida, or whatever, right? A Universal. Um, so I think that could be something that's huge if they decided to do it. And big companies will eventually do it, but the first one to do that, whether, Mark Zuckerberg creates Facebook land and then boom, all these places are paying to be advertisements. And I feel like that's where we're going. People are going to pay to be in that spot, to have that lot to sell their products. And if they pay them enough money, it's going to go by whatever, the next person paid and the next person paid. And then as you see that, you'll have rent or something like that, or you'll buy it outright. I don't know, but it could be a huge market. And, I don't think a lot of people are realizing that. There's like 1,000 new cryptos every day. I hear you. Matt doesn't have an opinion on AI Doge. Um, this is literally also the first day he's heard of it. Absolutely. Uh, probably. AI. Yeah. Yeah. Probably. I also don't like reviewing things that have a not meme like names, but that are feeding off of others' popularity, right? AI is obviously very popular right now. Doge still has a lot of popularity from the past. So you're kind of just putting two things together. I hate when they do that. I don't care how much it's running. I absolutely hate when things are doing that. because it's never going to gain the popularity. It's never going to gain to the same level of Doge. It's never going to gain the same level of the overall AI market. So it makes no sense to do something like that, and it seems lazy as hell to build something that's called AI Doge or Pepe AI. Honestly, even though people are making money from it, I'm happy for you guys, but it's freaking lazy. And they're doing it because they just want to gain with the popularity. If people type in Pepe, they're going to see Pepe AI. And it's a problem. So I choose not to look into it. It's not that I haven't heard of everything. People tell me things all the time, and I skip through because I don't want to sit here and waste time on something that's just a play on words. Happy Cat Crypto is coming out with 100K Lunic NFTs for 50K Lunic each. All Lunic funds from the NFT sales will be staked, and all rewards burned monthly. Great idea for Luna community. I think that's a great idea. I know that uh Richie's Plain Talk had like an idea for burning off NFTs. I don't think it got the popularity that it may have deserved, especially for the money that he put into it. And uh I'm sorry that that happened, but I think with NFTs, you need to make sure you have popularity way beforehand. You need to make sure you have interest in it. If there's not a lot of people that are interested in it, then it's not something um, to build onto. And you have to kind of manufacture that interest. You have to talk to people and say, this is what I have. Can we push this out before this even happens? Well, before this even happens. This is the idea. This is what I'm pitching. This is the Twitter account for it. And you'll see that you have more and more people that are on it. And if you don't have as many people on it, you're not going to see the success that you want to see. That's the reason why I didn't drop the Shiba Inu NFTs that I had kind of in development. I had like buff Shiba Inu dogs, like NFTs with different outfits and stuff like that. But honestly, I didn't see a way for that to grow to a whole nother level because it had no real purpose behind the NFT. It was just an NFT, just artwork, and that's all it was meant to be. Um, and it was going to be like 1,000 of them, and I didn't know what was going to happen, but it was like kind of like this. Do I still have it? If you guys want to see it, I can show you what it looks like. It's pretty cool. I like the way that it looks. This is one of the designs that was supposed to come up there. Um, I liked the way that that looked, but I didn't end up releasing it with all the different outfits and things there because as I got through, people were like, "Hey, what's the purpose of it?" And honestly, it didn't have a purpose. The purpose was to burn Shiba Inu and to be, a major part of it. Obviously, I was going to take some profit from it as well, but majority of it was going into burning Shiba Inu and turning into something big. But this is what I had here, and it was a couple of other designs as well, but we didn't end up going through with it. I still paid the person for developing the Shiba Inu dog. I think it's pretty cool, and maybe I'll just put it as like my background or something. But I was like, nah, I'm not gonna release that. So I just saw a token called Pepe's EP. Buzz Lightyear token launched on Binance Smart Chain 1 minute ago. Better get it now. I mean, who's to say it's not going to absolutely skyrocket? What's the community look like? Already happened in Upland, layer 2 stores being built on layer 1 digital properties. Well, that's what I mean. If something more popular is doing it, like a business that's more popular is doing it, it could be worth so much more. Sorry, late to the stream. Did you buy more Pepe? Yes, I did buy a little bit more. So it did come down in price. I'll show you what I had here just to explain it for some people that are coming in late. Um, so what I did was originally I bought at a level of a $1.1 billion market cap. I bought 33 million. I just recently we saw this come down. So it went up to a level of 1.6 or $1.8 billion market cap, decreased down to a level of a 600 plus million dollar market cap. I ended up seeing that level, buying in more there. I spent 30 more dollars to buy about 20 million more. And that was great to be able to have that because now I basically bought 2/3 of what I bought before, but for a fraction of the money. And I'm still up to $107. I just have more coins out there than 33 million. So I'm slowly stacking up coins that are there, but I don't believe I'm going to go all in on this position. I'm not going to say I won't, because if it hits a low enough level and you see potential within it based on what they're going to do with the overall project, you may see an all-in situation where I may throw $500 into it and I'll go all in at a lower price depending on where it is. If I see it at the $400 million market cap, maybe $300 million market cap, or even lower, you may see me go all in onto the play. Not because I 100% believe that it's going to absolutely skyrocket to a ridiculous level. It's because the unknown is making it very interesting for me. And I see an opportunity there, and I would be I would be okay with losing that money, just for the potential of what it could be. But seeing where it has been shows me that it has so much more potential. So if I do end up getting there, I would find a way to take profit from whatever I have, throughout the process and let the rest live on. That's just how I roll, and most people know that. No more than you can afford to lose. Absolutely right. Because a lot of these plays, most of them, if not all of them, are gambles. HCC says no purpose for Lunic NFTs. It's a 50K per NFT. Like every investment. Join the Patreon and come join the chat and Discord. Yes, absolutely. Guys, it is 10:30. I didn't realize it was 10:30. If you could, make sure you hit the like button. I got to get out of here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. Don't leave or else, well, I'm leaving. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon. If you guys want to use some of the links down below to sign up for KuCoin, if you wanted to buy Pepe, you can buy it on KuCoin, and it's cheaper and it's an easier way to do it. Feel free to go over to KuCoin and sign up. Use my link that's in the description. Also, make sure you guys check out my Patreon link. If you guys want to join the Patreon and be a part of the chat over there, reach out to me privately. Anything that's happening there, I do appreciate people that support me on that level. But yeah, Matt, Twitter DM, I'll definitely check it when I leave. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you, everybody that hit the like button, everybody that is here. I don't know how many likes we have overall, but let me check really quick. We have 372 likes. That's phenomenal. We have $8 in chat revenue. I appreciate everybody that has sent a super chat. And I appreciate all the people that are members, that are moderators, that are, longtime viewers and subscribers. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in